you guys won't have in that room because there's too much
Yeah,
light.
I think the big problem with that room is the lights that we had, and I used the flash on my camera and also the flashlight. It was being overpowered by the amount of light coming out of the ceiling.
It can be adjusted, but it wasn't doing what we wanted it to with the flashlight, so we...
Yeah, but we found out it's just more reliable when the light difference between your source light and the ambient light is greater.
You could have put a ball cap on them.
Yeah, something like that.
Can it, whenever it's, like, whenever you pulled the light away from it just now and it was on, is it, how does it pick between, like, if it goes, the light goes too far from one to the other, how will it pick which direction, or can it even handle that?
It's the set point and process variable. If the set point is, this one is, like, they're just, like, the set point and process variable. If they're the same, then it doesn't adjust, but if one is bigger than the other, then it tries to maintain the same.
But if the flashlight's like in a position where ambient is, it's getting the same ambient light to both of them, will it just kind of like
it'll equalize if the ambient light to both photoresistors are the same. Once you turn your flashlight off, it's just using the ambient light. Which, like I said, if you turn it on now, it stops on that one.
on that one. I
Yeah,
see.
if you block the light from there, it goes to what it can see.
Pretty sweet.
That's really nice. That's the original idea with the using the microphones. Like with this, when you're having to get to like that arc of light for it to pick up with sound waves bouncing off everything, how was that intended to be able to pick up to know the direction to turn towards?
The idea was to have something similar to this, where it'd be a 90 or 120 degree split. But then with the microphones, we would surround it with like a cone of like sound material, sort of like you'd see like an ear on a dog or a cat. Kind of you turn the ear to amplify the sound depending upon its location. We wanted to do something like that so as to, if I'm speaking here, there was enough sound deadening material here to where this one would produce a higher voltage.
Gotcha.
In that case, it would turn, and whenever they level out, when they're both feeding the same voltage, that's where it would settle at.
That would have been a cool video skit.
That would have been a nice one. But again, the parts that we built, or the parts that we got, we couldn't get any voltage through it whatsoever. We had it up, and